So the impact for service users and families is that we can now treat every young person in Hertfordshire suffering with an eating disorder rather than them having to go to different services. It also means that we now have the ability to do much more treatment in the home. We have support workers who can go and do meal support as a kind of hospital at home type approach, which means that we're now not needing to use inpatient admissions for as many young people, and ultimately we know that that has far more benefit in their recovery process. So service users have really been key to everything that we've been doing, and actually it's been driven by them to a great extent. So they started by developing advice and guidance for other service users and families that are coming into the service. So it means much more to families because it's coming from people who've been in the position that they're in now. We've managed to get a kind of group of parents together who we're able to call on at different points to ask for their advice about any changes in the service and how things should be developed. And they've been key really in designing the service and deciding what they wanted from it. The Parent Buddying Scheme is a system that's been put in place by the parents actually when we were running a group with commissioners, and they decided it'd be really helpful for them to be able to offer support to new parents coming into the service. So we have a list of names and numbers of parents who've used our service previously that we can now pass on to new parents coming into service. So if they want any advice or guidance or support from someone who's been there, then they can contact that parent directly and have that support that way. The most important part of Good to Great for me is empathy. It's about putting yourself in that family and that young person's shoes and understanding what it's like for them to be suffering with this illness and what you can do to really help them through this entire process and to help them ultimately recover.